Mark probably feels like I did last night, and I feel like he did. I thought our team played pretty well. I was very happy with the way we competed for all three periods. We have a 2-on-1 on the shorthanded, and I told our guys, we're never going to pass that up. You got to try to score a goal there. You got to play on your toes and play to win. And their defenseman made a nice play, blocked the shot, and it came around. We've got a 4-on-2 coming back, and got a good bounce and scored. And then the 6-on-5, it was kind of very similar. It was a bouncing puck, and Larson came in, and credit to him, and got a good whack at it, and it went in. But overall, I was very happy with the effort of our team. I thought we played a pretty sound game. We just couldn't find a way to get 2 points, but probably, it was apropos for the weekend, the way both teams played, that each team came away with 2 points.
Okay, questions for the student athletes first. We have to go back to an autograph session. So anything for Spencer or Evan?
Evan, can you describe the goal? It looked like it came off the boards and skated the puck into the high slot.
Yeah, our D were doing a pretty good job in the power play holding pucks in. And I kind of just walked off the wall, and I think Carl was in front. I don't know if the goalie saw it or not. So if Carl's not there, I don't think that puck goes in. So it was a great job by him.
Spencer, could you talk about yours as well?
Yeah, I was off a forecheck, and I think the D had to wrap the puck around the wall. Tage did a great job of sealing the wall and getting it over to Corey in the slot. And he made a good play. I just really did the easy part, was able to jam it between the goalie's legs.
Spencer, did you come away from a weekend like this with a sense of accomplishment or a little frustrating?
Maybe a little bit of both. I mean, I think these are valuable points down the stretch here, and to get a point out of both games is nice. We want to keep moving forward in that sense, and we thought we played pretty good hockey for big stretches of the weekend, but we'd like to find a way to turn those ties into wins, but I think we can draw some positives from the weekend for sure.
Is there anything that you guys were doing defensively to stop them from getting shots off? They only got 9 through the first 40 minutes.
I think it's just a group effort in terms of playing solid defensively and then moving the puck out of our zone and establishing a forecheck. So I think it wasn't really anything we were doing specifically, but I think it was a good group effort in terms of everyone doing their job and being detailed and making smart decisions with the puck.
Anything else for these two guys? Okay, fellas, you can go back out there. We'll take questions for Coach.
Coach, how do you feel as though the power play played tonight? They seem to be moving the puck around really, really well, the same as last night.
Yeah, I thought they did. We were 1 for 3. I thought Evan's group there did a great job moving the puck around, and we still had some problems with entry, but once we get the puck in the zone, I was happy with the way we were moving the puck and getting it to the net.
Both teams started out kind of slow. Do you think the quick turnaround and travel from last night had anything to do with that?
I didn't think we started slow. I thought we were pretty good early on. I was kind of happy with the start, actually. We just didn't score goals, but I don't think so. You go to the American Hockey League, they're playing 3-3, and the Sunday it's at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. It's a lot tougher. I mean, these guys are young and resilient, and I think if you ask hockey players, they don't like sitting around all day. They just rather get up and play. So I don't think that had anything to do with it.
One play that I noticed that I feel as though you talked a lot about effort. Corey Ronan, at the end of overtime, he almost put the puck in the net below the circles and came all the way back and had a poke check on a very nice chance below the other circles.
Well, he's a tireless worker. That's just the way he plays. He plays both ends of the sheet, and he's committed to that, and that doesn't surprise me at all. But you're right. It's those little things, because if he doesn't, maybe that could have cost us a point.
Coach, it seemed the center of the ice was going to be the important part of this hockey game, that both teams were playing it very tight there, and you did a good job. They just seemed to get those two little, I didn't want to say breakdowns, but 2 chances, and they were able to capitalize.
Yeah, the one came off of, I think both teams play very structured in the neutral zone and don't give up a lot of chances. So, we didn't have many 2-on-1s. We might have had 2 tonight, and one came on a shorthanded because they're pressing to score a goal. So, it was just, yeah, both teams are very structured through the neutral zone, and it mitigates a lot of the opponent's offense when you do that.
Anything else?
Seems like you were trying to match up the Thompson line with their top line. Was that something you saw last night that you thought was a favorable matchup there? And how did you feel like that played out?
Yeah, I tried to at first, and then I just started rolling lines and just playing, because it's an interesting game to play, but after a while, you guys want to get in a rhythm and keep playing. And I felt like I really didn't feel that there was any line matchup that I was necessarily really concerned with. So, but when I could, yeah, Tage was going up against Gustafson's line. But then I know Mark switched Cini and put him on a different line. So you can play all those matchup games that you want, but at the end of the day, I think you just want to get your lines rolling and have confidence in all your players.
One person you can have a lot of confidence in is in Adam Huska, who certainly had to play sharp because he didn't chase a lot for a large stretch of the game. But when he did, he was able to make some important saves.
He did. He made a huge save in overtime. I mean, I thought Cini had he came across the net and Adam got his toe on that. But, we have two good goaltenders. I feel very confident with both of them. So it's a nice position to be in, especially when you are playing a 7 o'clock game and a 3 o'clock game.
Anybody seen the movie Groundhog Day? Wait a minute. I thought we played hard. I thought that we played our best hockey when it mattered the most. They've got a good team, and they don't give you much. They don't beat themselves much. I thought both goaltenders were pretty good. It's Hockey East. Points are hard to come by. And so for our club to come back from down 2-0, under 10 minutes, under 15 minutes in the third period, I thought our team has been very resilient. So, good ties and bad ties. Last night was a bad one. Well, it's not just that. I think over the last 6 or 7 games we've played, I think there's 1 goal differential, or I think we have at least 4 or 5 ties. I think both teams are sound fundamentally, and they take care of the puck. They take care of the front of the net. I thought they did a better job of getting pucks to our net early, for large stretches there in the second and third period, and driving guys to their second goal was a direct result of that, just getting a puck to the net and then going there. And then our goals were similar. When teams are playing that type of defense, you got to really simplify your game. And getting pucks to the net and getting bodies there it's hard to do. But I thought you look at all, with the exception of the power play goal by Richardson, which was a nice move on his part, the other goals were all just kind of greasy.
Yeah, Ludwig Larson gets both you guys' goals. Both of them are on scrums right in front of the net. Is that something that you guys practice, just getting stick on puck?
No, I don't know that we practice as much as we talk about it. I've heard it said before they're going to change the name of this game to goalie, because it's just hard to. Goalies are such central figures in the game; they're hard to beat. And the reality is, the days of Steve Shutt coming down the wing and blasting one by Gilles Gilbert, which is way before you were born, are gone. It's gone. We'd pull our goalie if they ever gave up a goal like that. So you gotta. It's 3 yards in a pile of dust. Until we reduce the size of the goalie equipment, it's 3 yards in a pile of dust. That's what hockey's been reduced to.
With the quick turnaround, do you sense any fatigue from your team at all at any point?
You know what? If that were the case, we wouldn't have been as good as we were down the stretch. So give a shout out to our strength coach, Mike Cavanaugh, who wasn't here, but I thought our guys were in pretty good shape.
Coach, it seemed that the middle of the ice was going to be the deciding factor in this game. It was for you getting both of those goals, and Larson really was able to find that loose biscuit there at the end. I mean, a nice little shot and an incredible scramble.
Yeah, well, again, we've got two teams that when they don't have the puck, they do a good job of staying on the right side of it. So it is. It's tough to get through the middle of the rink. And I thought, especially in the second period, we just turned too many pucks over, trying to make cute plays, trying to chip it by the D and then bat it down and go the other way. And they're very good at transition. They get. It looks like it could be a 2-on-2. All of a sudden, they get a late guy. They enter the zone. They look for that guy wide. I mean, Thompson's as dangerous a guy as there is in this league. And I just thought we were on the wrong side of the puck too much, but much better for the last 15 minutes of the game.
Is there anything that you noticed UConn doing defensively that you guys into the third period to get your 10th shot on goal?
Well, I think we passed up shots, to be honest with you. I didn't think that we simplified our game enough. We were trying to make cute plays, you know. We were trying to make cute plays too often. And against a team like them, you know, it's going to get nullified and it's going to go the other way. And I thought once we started to simplify our game and get pucks to the net, it changed the scope.
You talked last night about how you thought your top line was good with the puck, not so good without the puck. It seemed like they were trying to match that Thompson lineup against them tonight. How did you feel like they did specifically against that line?
I think they'd admit they could do probably a little bit better. You know, the best defense is a good offense if you can break out of your zone. And I thought that line had opportunities to force the Thompson line to defend, but they got too cute and then ended up on the wrong side of the puck and chasing.